Good rising. I'm Dr. Nartea from VSU College of Agriculture. I'm a professor here in agribusiness and marketing. And part of the goal this year is to look at herbs and edible flowers and those combinations in tea and culinary wellness. And so here is the production high tunnel that I grow all of the plants that the small farm outreach program uses in their demonstration field and in their demonstration tunnel, as well as in this high tunnel, which is high tunnel 7. I'm actually demonstrating here like how people who do not have land, which is a lot of people, they live in an apartment or they even live in the dorms, how they can actually grow these same wonderful plants for their health and wellness in their dormitory or in their apartment, on their porch, in their welcoming balcony, whatever. So you can grow these same things like a big hibiscus, like this, a big hibiscus like that, and other plants that you can use and just pick them and make your own tea at home whenever you feel like it out of a 5-gallon bucket. Student groups like the horticulture club, other students who volunteer at the VSU Farmers Market, they're interested in growing things. They want to see things living because their lives sometimes get so overwhelming, and to just see something cheerful like a plant that they're growing and nurturing, that nurtures them. So that is kind of the thought process of all of this, which is really flowers and herbs are food for the soul and tummy. Hibiscus is absolutely, if you go and look on the retail shelves at the grocery store, there are so many hibiscus teas. I've actually looked at with small farm outreach programs and in their demonstration the different kinds of hibiscus that will grow in Central Virginia here at Randolph Farm. So the one that is the best is actually coming from Southern Exposure Seed, which is actually an African American owned business. And this seed is Thai Roselle. That is the best one, and we can actually harvest it, around in July through September, late July through September. I almost say August. And those roselles are actually what you can sun dry. And I'm working with another professor, Dr. Tagavi, to look at drying methods from freeze dry to sun dry and see how those do best to preserve the quality of the hibiscus roselle. We can also brand some teas, iced teas, and tea mixes that can be sold at the bookstore or at games that could go directly to funding students and scholarships or their club work. Introducing culturally significant plants, as we well know, a lot of the African diaspora has come from the Caribbean, and they're here, and they long for these crops in their lifestyle. So whether you be Jamaican, whether you be Nigerian, or whatever cultures, actually Indian, and so on, having these culturally significant crops that remind them of home actually brings them back to a place of peace. At VSU, we're looking at different things, but not just on a level of production, but really on a level of wellness and just getting them connected, because everybody will not want to do all of the production or any of that, but they might want to just have a raw product to make into something they can sell for entrepreneurship reasons. So I see lots of connections, and I long to work with other academics who work directly with students so that we can connect cooperative extension work with actual students.